Hi friends, and welcome back to Inner Health Journey. If you're new around here, my name is Cami. I thought we would start a new series called Let's Talk. The purpose of this series is to get into more detail on topics that help improve our inner health journey. So today, I thought we would dig a little deeper into grains and why I use fresh milled flour in our recipes here on the homestead. So my journey with fresh milled flour began several years ago. I have always stored grains because they are shelf stable and they last many years, but I hadn't really used them in my recipes consistently until the last 2 years. One day I was watching a YouTube video where they had milled their flour and was making bread, and they had mentioned that the recipe was from Sue Becker's book, The Essential Home Ground Flour. So I went and found Sue Becker on YouTube, and I was amazed about the information that she was providing about the reasons why we should mill our own flour. So I bought the book and read it, and today I want to share with you some of the things that I learned from that book. So to begin, whole grains contain 90% of all the vitamins, minerals, protein, carbohydrates, and fats that our body needs. Wheat alone has 40 of the 44 nutrients considered essential to sustain human life. So let's begin with the basics of the grain, the seed. The seed contains 3 parts: the bran, the germ, and the endosperm. So the bran is the outermost layer of the seed. The purpose of the bran is to protect the integrity and life of the seed. It contains a rich supply of B vitamins, iron, other trace minerals, soluble and insoluble fiber. It is also a good source of protein, and it provides enzymes that aid in digestion of the other grain components. The life of the grain is the germ. This is where the sprouting component is contained. It is the most nutrient-dense part of the seed. It contains essential fatty acids. It is the most abundant source of vitamin E, and it's loaded with many antioxidants and minerals, most of the B vitamins, and numerous phytonutrients, making it a nutritional powerhouse. The endosperm, this is the white flour portion of any milled grain. It is predominantly protein and starch, and the endosperm does provide many essential amino acids not abundantly found in other foods, but it is virtually devoid of vitamins and minerals. So the reason why we mill our own flour is because once that bran layer is compromised, the nutrients found in the bran and germ become exposed to the air. They rapidly begin to oxidize and deteriorate. The oil-rich portion of the germ quickly becomes rancid, causing spoilage. So for store flour, the bran and germ are removed to allow that flour to be shelf stable. Thus, during that process, 30 nutrients, not to mention a wide range of phytochemicals, are lost. So to help with the nutrients that were lost during the commercial milling, there was an enrichment mandated by law in 1941 that required that some of the vitamins be added back into the flour. So it required 3 B vitamins, thiamine, riboflavin, and niacin, and then iron to be added back. In 1998, it mandated folic acid to be added back due to the increase in birth defects. So we talked about the different nutrients that are found in the different parts of the seed. So let's talk about the health benefits of these things. So fiber. Fiber is important in our diet and plays an important role in supporting our body systems. It helps with constipation. It's also a prebiotic for our gut bacteria. The vitamin E that's found in the germ is a powerful antioxidant. It helps defend the integrity of every cell in our body. And then there's the phytic acid or phytate in the bran. Recent research is showing that this is a powerful antioxidant that binds with heavy metals, and studies also show that phytic acid in the form of whole grains has a protective effect against osteoporosis. So now that we talked about all the health benefits of your freshly milled flour, some things you need to know before beginning to mill your own wheat is, first, you need to purchase a grain mill. I use the NutriMill, and I've used that for several years without any issues, and I'll leave a link below for the mill that I use. Do your research and see what type of mill best fits you. So next you want to determine what type of wheat you want to use. When I first started, I had no idea what wheat was good for what. So I thought I would share with you my top 3 types of wheat that I use the most. They are hard white, soft white, and einkorn. Hard white I use for breads mainly. Soft white is for pastries such as cakes, cookies, etc. And then einkorn I like to add to both of those. It is an ancient grain and has more flavor and can be used in place of all-purpose flour. So friends, I just want to leave you with some tips and tricks that I've learned over the years of using freshly milled flour in recipes. I will use a 1-to-1 replacement. So 1 cup of freshly milled flour equals 1 cup of all-purpose flour in my recipes. The only thing I really do is let the freshly milled flour hydrate. I let it sit for 20 to 30 minutes to hydrate in my recipes. So for example, if I'm making bread, I will mix all the ingredients together and let it rest for 20 to 30 minutes before I begin kneading it. So just to summarize everything, whole grains are nearly a perfect food. The whole grains are a primary dietary source of many vitamins, minerals, essential fatty acids, and a multitude of phytochemicals. And it provides complex carbohydrates and resistant starch, as well as both insoluble and soluble fibers. And it is all around good for our health. So friends, I hope you try milling your own flour. And if the Lord's willing, I'll see you on the next video. Bye.